Georgian special forces have taken hold of villages scattered throughout Azerbaijan. Incredibly, Kombayn Nikoladze appears to have been able to move thousands of troops across the border over a course of weeks, completely hidden from both local and international authorities through a high-tech. Number of Azerbaijani casualties are unknown, but early estimates number in the high.
The freedom-loving people of the world cannot stand idly by and allow an act of such staggering inhumanity and scale.
In their third day of fighting, U.S.-led NATO troops took 3 more Azerbaijani villages occupied by Georgian special forces. U.S. troops met only light resistance and suffered minimal casualties. The Georgian commando cells are becoming increasingly hard to locate as military intelligence suffers repeated. Kombayn Nikoladze has vanished, along with his top military advisors. Speculation points to Nikoladze's fear of a war crimes tribunal as motivation. A 2-minute webcast from locations unknown, Georgian President Kombayn Nikoladze called America and its allies an army of scarecrows, declaring them helpless to defend themselves or their homeland. The precise nature of Nikoladze's threat, experts fear, could make itself known within.
Fisher, we've uploaded your mission objectives. Grimstarter says the rig's encryption protocols are bulletproof, so we're gonna have to let one of Nikoladze's geeks log on before we get a chance at any intelligence.
Why would they be holding onto this rig? It's not Nikoladze's smartest play.
That's what got our attention. Nikoladze is sacrificing several cells to hold onto it, so whatever's coming over the network must be critical. Mission objectives on your OPSAT.
Visual on hostile forces. We're blowing the bridge immediately. Repeat, blowing the bridge.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nexus Gaming. Today we're playing Splinter Cell, and we're on the oil rig level. Yeah, there's a spot back there where it can actually glitch out and prevent you from moving. That's the reason why I ended up walking kind of a weird path there.
Bad news, Fisher. Something got the military's attention.
Oh boy.
The oil rig just got bumped into the single digits on NATO's strike list. Find yourself a technician and get that data. Time just got scarce.
I like how this tunnel actually is kind of a distance to walk. I should be able to see some of it back that way. And then there's basically a light at the end of this tunnel, which is hilarious.
Our computer technician is returning with the encryption key. I need 2 men to meet him at the docking station and escort him to the data hub. Let's get this finished quickly. We're a sitting duck out here.
It would be nice if that thing wasn't blocking a huge chunk of the screen here. Alright, and then we wait for the technician and his bodyguards to leave. There we go. There will be a guy pacing back and forth on the walkway that I'll have to deal with in a moment. Then you want to come over here because they will see you going the other way. It's interesting because when I first started playing this, I had to basically rely on that like metal grid down there. Oh, where did somebody? Because I didn't realize at first I didn't see the ladder, but even then I never really thought to like look up to where this is. I love the sparking electrical box, especially on an oil rig, you know, that's like highly flammable.
Relay alert
really bright in here.
We have incoming American warplanes.
Yeah, I gotta love the Air Force. Let's see. Yep, there's that guy. And F-22s, at least I believe they are. Leave a comment below if you think I'm wrong. And we'll deal with this guy. This guy's actually pretty easy. I don't know if you can really complete this level without knocking him out, actually. But you can do it quietly. Thank you for your service. You're no longer needed. And we're going to do a crawl here.
Christ! What the hell was that?
That's our friends from the Air Force. Ground troops are imminent. We'll keep you updated.
Let's let this guy pass. You can actually like get closer.
Under attack! We've sustained heavy
There's a
damage!
spot here that you can hang out at, and then right here as well. And you want to stay here in the shadow. We will see you if you're too close. Then you do this.
American fighter planes! They're coming in again!
And here we go, he's gonna come back to patrol.
Transport.
He'll only stop partway through the hallway, so it won't ever come out, which is useful for later. Ooh, looked like he wouldn't have seen me. Could come over here. Activate this switch. And you just kind of want to hang out for a moment while they catch up.
I swear I turned it off.
Sure you did.
I did.
I shouldn't see you from this angle. There we go. And then you can just run through
Unlock it, you net. I did.
and just hang out over here. You have to basically wait a moment because the other guys are still trying to catch up. I love how this thing even like has a brace for the pipe in the window, even though it's just gonna completely disappear once the window shatters. So once this door opens and the technician and his bodyguards come through, the thing will eventually just shatter. I'll end up speeding it up because there's a cutscene immediately after. Normally it's supposed to wait for a moment while he interacts with the computer. There he is. There goes the glass, so...
Change of plans, Fisher. You're going after that technician building. You want the briefcase that's chained to his wrist.
Download the data to that.
To a laptop inside. Use whatever force necessary.
And this guy you want to knock out because he will block the path later, and that will actually be problematic. And you don't really need to grab the medical kits, but it's useful. If you can get through it fairly quickly, you don't have to worry about it. There's your escape, people.
Oh my god!
At least one of the escapes. There goes the technician. And there's a quick route through here. I had to play through it a couple of times to check it out, but yeah. This last section, once you get to those stairs, you can pretty much just sprint. Once that cutscene kicks in, you let the helicopter get blown up, and then you just sprint. Do watch out, that guy could potentially shoot you if you're not careful, and then you go left. Follow this guy. Oop. Off the fence. I don't know. That is the first time I have ever climbed the fence here. It was weird. Going past the unconscious guy you just knocked out earlier. And here we go. Let's go grab this guy. Get the information.
What makes this worth the risk?
Who the hell are you?
Don't ask any more questions. Answers only, and fast.
I understand.
Why risk manually extracting data from a battle zone?
It was the only way. We encrypted with a non-transferable destroy on use hard key.
What's the data?
I'm just a messenger. I don't know. Something about an ark.
What's that?
I don't know. What Nicolaides wants most.
Where were you going to take the briefcase?
I don't know. I wasn't going to find out until I was on board the escape ship. Mass is a...
Mass.
Please, I don't want to. Ah! Philip Mass.
Well, I messed that up, but whatever. Let's pick up the satchel first. Brilliant.
Great job, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce.
Alright, now we've completed the mission. Alright, and I'll see you next time. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you at the CIA.